Michael Lee has ordered the deaths of 23 men in his life. He knows what a killer looks like. And right now, at 4:17 p.m., on a Thursday afternoon in his private surveillance room, he's watching one teach his 7-year-old son how to kill with bare hands. The woman's name is Amanda Smith. At least that's what her perfect employment papers say. She's been his live-in housekeeper for exactly 6 weeks and 4 days. Polite, professional, keeps to herself. The kind of employee who cleans blood off tile without asking questions and folds his son's clothes like she's preparing a military bunk. But right now, Michael sits frozen in his leather chair, phone halfway to his ear, staring at the security feed on the iPad in his hands. Amanda has James by the shoulders. She's dropped to his level, her dark skin catching the warm light from the floor lamps. She's wearing that standard black and white Maid uniform, but she's rolled the sleeves up past her elbows. Her forearms are lean, cut with muscle. Those aren't the arms of someone who dusts furniture. When someone grabs you here, she says, wrapping her hand around James's tiny wrist, you don't pull away. That's what they expect. You twist like this. She moves slow, controlled. The rotation is so smooth it looks easy. James copies her. His little face scrunches up, concentrating hard, his tongue sticking out the corner of his mouth the way it does when he's trying his best. And then his son laughs. The sound hits Michael like a punch to the chest. He hasn't heard that sound in 2 years. Not since the car bomb. Not since James watched his mother die and stopped talking for 8 months. Not since the nightmares started and never stopped. But right now, in this moment, his son is laughing. Really laughing. Bright and clear and alive. Amanda laughs with him. She ruffles his hair, something Michael's own mother told him never to do because it's too informal. Amanda resets James's stance, but faster this time. Good. Now imagine someone's trying to take you somewhere you don't want to go. James's face goes serious. He nods. She grabs his wrist. He twists, breaks her grip. Not perfect, but close. Really close. Excellent, James. Now listen carefully. Amanda's voice carries through the speakers. If they're bigger than you, and they will be, you don't fight strength with strength. You go for the weak spots. Eyes, throat, knees. Always the knees. She taps each point on her own body as she speaks. Michael's blood turns to ice. That's not self-defense. That's assassination training. Welcome, my beautiful family and friends. We are a brand new channel telling stories for everyone who has ever felt unseen or unworthy. We are on a mission to find our first 1,000 subscribers, our founding family, who believe that even the deepest wounds can heal. Subscribe now to leave your mark, to show that you were here at the inception of this channel. Now, let us get into the story. Michael doesn't move for a full minute, just sits there, staring at the screen. Then he rewinds the footage, goes back. Week 1, Day 3. There's Amanda, in the garden. James is crying. Some kids at school pushed him down, took his backpack. Amanda kneels beside him, wipes his tears. Want me to teach you something? She asks. James nods. She shows him a simple move, how to break someone's grip on his arm. Michael keeps watching. Day 7. Amanda teaches James how to stand. Weight balanced, hands up. Day 12. She's showing him where to hit if someone bigger attacks. Solar plexus, nose, groin. Day 19. James is faster now, more confident. He's not crying anymore. Day 23. Amanda demonstrates a knife disarm with a wooden spoon. James giggles, tries it himself, gets it wrong. She corrects his angle. He tries again, gets it right. Michael's chest tightens. His son, his scared, broken son, is transforming. But into what? Week 4. Amanda's teaching tactical awareness. Always know your exits, James. Always know who's behind you. Week 5. Pressure points. Here, here, and here. Small touch, big pain. Week 6 yesterday. Amanda shows James how to choke someone unconscious. She demonstrates on a stuffed animal. James practices the motion in the air, his small hands mimicking the technique perfectly. Michael feels sick, grateful, but terrified. He pauses the video, pulls out his phone, calls his head of security. I need a deep background check. Amanda Smith, the housekeeper. Everything. I want to know where she went to school, what she ate for breakfast 10 years ago, every place she's ever lived. On it, boss. Michael hangs up. The report comes back 6 hours later. He opens the file on his tablet. Her birth certificate legitimate. Her social security number legitimate. Her previous employment all verified. Her references all confirmed. Her education records perfect. Michael stares at the screen. Everything checks out. Everything. All too perfectly. He's been in this business long enough to know what a professionally built identity looks like. This isn't a housekeeper with a clean record. This is an intelligence agency legend. Top tier. Expensive. The kind of fake identity that costs 6 figures and takes months to create. Michael sets down the tablet. His hands are shaking. He's been living with a trained operative for 6 weeks, alone with his son, and he had no idea. The question is who sent her, and what does she really want? Michael walks through the front door at 11:47 p.m. James is already in bed, asleep. Amanda's in the kitchen, wiping down the counters. She looks up, smiles. "Good evening, Mr. Lee. Can I get you anything?" James's room. "Now," Michael says. His voice is flat, cold. Amanda's smile fades. But she doesn't ask questions. She walks upstairs, tucks James in tighter, kisses his forehead. When she comes back down, Michael is waiting. In the kitchen. Door closed. He's standing by the island, his tablet in his hand. Amanda walks in, closes the door behind her. "Sit," Michael says. "I'd rather stand." "I said sit," he commanded. Amanda sits. Michael slides the tablet across the counter. The screen shows her. Training James. The timestamp shows it was on week 2, day 5. She glances at it, then back at him. She doesn't flinch, doesn't look away. "Who the hell are you?" Michael asks. There was silence for a split second. "I asked you a question." "I heard you." Michael's jaw tightens. "Your identity is fake, professional grade, intelligence agency level. So I'll ask again. Who are you?" Amanda exhales slowly, then responds. "Former CIA, Black Ops. Now I'm hunted." "By who? Does it matter?" "It matters when you're teaching my son to harm people." "I'm teaching your son to survive," Amanda says. Her voice is calm, steady. "There's a difference." "Is there?" Michael pulls a gun from his waistband, sets it on the counter between them. "Because what I saw on that footage, that's not survival training. That's wet work." Amanda doesn't look at the gun, keeps her eyes on his. "Your son was being bullied, hurt, scared to go to school. I gave him tools, confidence, a way to protect himself. You gave him the ability to inflict harm. I gave him the ability to choose," Amanda corrected. "And he's never hurt anyone. Not once." Michael leans forward. "Why are you really here?" "I needed a place to disappear." "From who?" "People you don't want to know about." "Try me." Amanda pauses. Then she opened up. "The CIA is 48 hours from breaching this house. Maybe less. They've tracked me here." Michael's blood goes cold. "What?" "They found me. I don't know how. But they're coming. Then leave. Pack your bags and get out." "I would," Amanda says quietly. "But if I run now, they'll know I'm scared. They'll know there's something here worth protecting, and they'll come for James to get to me." Michael stares at her. "You brought them here," he says. "I know. You put my son in danger." "I know." Michael picks up the gun, points it at her chest. "Give me one reason I shouldn't kill you right now." Amanda doesn't move. Then she responded. "Because if you do," she says, "no one will be here to protect him when they come." Michael doesn't lower the gun. "Start talking," he says. "Everything now." Amanda closes her eyes, takes a breath. Then she began telling her story. "Somalia. 18 months ago," Amanda says, her voice hollow. "Refugee camp. Dust so thick you could taste it." Michael watches her, waiting. "We were a ghost team. 5 of us. No insignia. Our target was a warlord hiding among civilians." She stares at her hands. "We breached his tent. He was there, surrounded by women and children. He raised his hands. He surrendered." Amanda pauses, swallows hard. "My team leader. He didn't care. He put 3 shots in the warlord's chest. Then he turned his weapon on the witnesses." "The families?" Michael asks quietly. "The kids," Amanda corrects. "Del, my partner, he stepped in. He yelled, 'Those are kids.' But the leader just said, 'Orders are orders.'" She looks up at Michael, eyes shining with unshed tears. "He shot Del right there. Center mass. One of our own." "What?" Michael whispers. "I froze," Amanda continues. "For a split second, I froze. And then, I moved. I tackled the leader, grabbed his service pistol, fired twice. You killed him. I don't know, but I know he was down. He was going to execute them all. I had no choice. Amanda takes a shaky breath. The rest of the team turned on me instantly. Bullets everywhere. Screaming. I barely made it out of the camp alive. I went underground that night, she finishes softly. And I haven't stopped running since. Michael's grip on the gun loosened slightly. Why didn't you go public? I tried. No one believed me. CIA buried it, called me a traitor, put a kill order on me. So you ran. For 18 months. Different countries, different names, always moving. And you came here, Michael says. I needed somewhere with high security. Somewhere people don't ask questions. You used me. Yes. Amanda doesn't deny it. I did. But then I saw James. Michael tenses. He reminded me of those kids in Somalia. Scared. Alone. And I couldn't. Her voice breaks. I couldn't just stand by again. So you trained him. So I gave him a chance. There was silence. Again. Michael finally lowers the gun. Sets it on the counter. Do you have proof? He asks. Of what happened? Amanda reaches into her pocket slowly. Pulls out a USB drive. Encrypted video. Audio recordings. Satellite footage. Everything. Michael stares at the drive. That's why they want you dead. That's why they'll never stop. Michael picks up the drive. Turns it over in his hand. If they're coming in 48 hours, he says slowly. Why tell me? You could have run. Disappeared again. Amanda meets his eyes. Because 3 days ago, I saw a black SUV follow James home from school. Same one that's been circling the block every night since. Michael's blood turns to ice. What are you saying? I'm saying they're not just coming for me anymore, Amanda says quietly. They're already watching your son. The call comes at 2:15 p.m. It comes from Michael's head of security, Victor. At 2:15 p.m. Boss, we have a code red. James. Michael is out of his office chair and running to the elevator before Victor finishes the sentence. Is he hurt? He's safe. But someone tried to grab him outside the library. I'm 10 minutes out. Tell me everything. Michael arrives at the city library in 8 minutes. He drifts the car to a stop, tires screeching. Police lights are already flashing. Amanda is there. She's kneeling on the sidewalk, checking James's pupils. Michael runs to them. He expects to see James crying, shaking, traumatized. Instead, James is sitting on the bumper of an ambulance, sipping a juice box. He looks. Focused. Daddy! James waves. Michael grabs him, checks him for injuries. Nothing but a scraped knee. What happened? Michael demands, turning to Amanda. Amanda stands up. Her face is pale, but her eyes are fierce. I took him to the library for his project. We were walking back to the car. She points to a black van, abandoned awkwardly on the curb, surrounded by police tape. 2 men jumped out, ski masks, zip ties. Michael's blood turns to ice. They got to him? One did, Amanda says. The big one. He grabbed James by the backpack and the wrist, tried to throw him in the sliding door. Michael looks at his son. James? James looks up, serious. He was big, Dad, really big. He grabbed my wrist hard. And what did you do? I remembered what Miss Amanda said. If they want to take you, you make yourself heavy. James hops off the bumper to demonstrate. I dropped my weight. Dead weight. He couldn't lift me fast enough. And then I stomped on his foot. The instep. The bone part. James points to his small sneakers. He yelled and let go a little bit. So I twisted my wrist thumb against thumb, just like we practiced, and I ran. Michael stares at his 7-year-old son. A professional kidnapper grabbed him, and James broke the hold using tactical evasion techniques. Where was the second man? Michael asks Amanda. Amanda doesn't answer. She just looks toward the van. Michael follows her gaze. Paramedics are loading a man onto a stretcher. He's wearing all black. He's groaning, clutching a shoulder that looks dislocated. The second man tried to chase James, Amanda says quietly. I intervened. Michael walks over to the stretcher. He recognizes the tattoo on the man's neck before the paramedic covers it. A double-headed eagle, Russian Bratva. The same group that has been hunting Amanda. They were professionals, Michael says, his voice low. I know, Amanda replies. CIA contractors or Russians. Maybe both. No, Michael shakes his head. He stands up and looks down the street. It's worse than that. Parked a block away, idling in the shadows of an alley, is a sleek black sedan. The window rolls down just an inch. Michael freezes. He knows that car. He knows the eyes watching him from the back seat. The cold, calculating Chen Wei, the lieutenant of the Jiang crime family. The same family that ordered the car bomb that killed Michael's wife 2 years ago. Chen Wei doesn't run. He holds Michael's gaze for a terrifying second, then nods a silent promise of war. The window rolls up. The sedan slips away into traffic. Michael turns back to Amanda, his face pale. "You didn't just bring the CIA to my door," he whispers. "What do you mean? That man in the car, that was Chen Wei, the Jiang family." Michael looks at the Russian on the stretcher, then back at the empty street where Chen Wei just vanished. "The Russians are working with the Chinese Triads, my enemies and your enemies." Amanda finishes the sentence, her voice trembling. "They've joined forces." He looks at her. "Then I guess we'd better work together." Amanda almost smiles. "I guess so." Michael looks down at James. If Amanda hadn't taught him that wrist break, if she hadn't taught him to drop his weight, Michael would be negotiating a ransom with his wife's killers right now. He looks at Amanda. Really looks at her. "You didn't just teach him to survive bullies," Michael whispers. "No," Amanda replies, her voice steady. "I taught him to survive war." Michael nods slowly. "Get in the car. We're going home, and we're locking it down." Neither of them sees the black sedan 3 cars back, following them the whole way home. At 2:34 a.m., Michael's asleep. Amanda isn't. She's sitting in the kitchen. The window cracked. Listening, then she hears it. A sound that doesn't belong. Footsteps. Too quiet. Too careful. She moves to the window. Looks out. Then she saw them. 2 men, dressed in black, crossing the lawn. Amanda doesn't wake Michael. Doesn't call security. She just moves. Grabs a knife from the block. Slips out the back door. Silently. The first man never sees her coming. She's behind him in 3 seconds. Blade to his throat. One quick motion. He drops. The second man spins. Raises his gun. Amanda's faster. She closes the distance. Deflects his arm. The gun fires. Silence. The bullet hits the grass. She drives the knife into his ribs. Twists. He gasps. Falls. Amanda stands there, breathing hard. Blood on her hands. That's when Michael appears. He's at the back door. Gun drawn. Staring. "What the hell?" "Russian," Amanda says. She's checking the bodies. Pulls a phone from one man's pocket. "Kozlov Bratva." "How do you know?" "How do you know?" She shows him a tattoo on the man's neck. Double-headed eagle. They're contractors. Hired killers. Michael steps outside. Looks at the bodies. Then at Amanda. She's barely breathing hard. "You just killed 2 men in under 30 seconds, he says. "I told you. CIA Black Ops." "I thought," Michael stops. "I didn't think it was like this." Amanda wipes the knife on the dead man's shirt. "This is what I am," she says quietly. "This is what I do." Michael's security team finally arrives. Late. They secure the perimeter. Remove the bodies. Michael takes Amanda inside. She's got a cut on her forearm. Didn't even notice. "Sit," Michael says. Points to the couch. Amanda sits. He gets the first aid kit. Starts cleaning the wound. His hands are gentle. "You've got a lot of scars," he says. Amanda looks down. Her arms, her shoulders. "Each one's a story," she says. "Tell me about this one." He touches a long scar on her collarbone. "Mogadishu, 2019. Extraction went bad." "This one?" A bullet wound on her shoulder. "Caracas, 2020. Wrong place, wrong time." Michael keeps working. Wraps the bandage. "Why were the Russians after you?" he asks. Amanda hesitates. Then, "Remember the warlord in Somalia? The one my team was sent to kill?" "Yeah. He was buying weapons. Heavy stuff. Missiles. RPGs. From the Kozlov Bratva. And I sabotaged the deal. Destroyed the shipment. Cost them $15 million. Michael sits back. "You've made a lot of powerful enemies for a conscience." Amanda almost smiles. "A conscience is expensive," she says. "That's why so few people can afford one. They sit there. Close. Too close." Michael's looking at her differently now. Not with fear. With something else. "You could have run tonight," he says. "When you heard them coming. Could have disappeared." "I could have." Why didn't you? Amanda meets his eyes. Because James was sleeping upstairs. Silence. Michael's hand is still on her arm. Neither of them moves. The moment stretches. Then his phone buzzes. Michael checks it. His face goes pale. What? Amanda asks. My security chief. He ran the dead Russians through facial recognition. And Michael shows her the screen. It's a photo. Taken 2 days ago. Parking garage downtown. 2 men talking. One is Russian. Russian Bratva. The other, Amanda's breath catches. Suit. Gray hair. Cold eyes. Agent Gabriel Webb. Her old CIA handler. The CIA and the Russians are working together, Michael says slowly. Amanda stares at the photo. Her hands start shaking. That's impossible. The CIA doesn't. They do now, Michael interrupts. Webb's gone rogue. Or maybe he was never on your side to begin with. Amanda stands, pacing the room. If they're coordinating, she whispers, then they're pooling resources. Intelligence. Manpower. Which means, she looks at him, which means we're not fighting 2 enemies anymore. We're fighting one. With unlimited reach. Michael sets down his phone. How long do we have? Amanda thinks, calculates. If Webb knows the Bratva failed tonight, he'll escalate. Fast. How fast? 24 hours. Maybe less. Michael stands, walks to the window. The sun's starting to rise. Then we need to prepare, he says. For what? He turns, looks at her. For war. By 9 a.m., Michael's assembled his entire security team, 12 men, all ex-military, all loyal to him. Amanda stands beside him. This is Amanda Smith, Michael says, former CIA Black Ops. She's now part of my inner circle. The men exchange looks. She'll be training you, Michael continues, teaching you what's coming. One guard speaks up. What is coming? Amanda steps forward. CIA tactical team, Russian contractors, and the Jiang crime family, all at once. When? Another guard asks. Soon. Maybe tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Then we start now, Michael says. Amanda runs them through drills. Close quarters combat. Weapon transitions. Room clearing. She's fast. Precise. Brutal. The guards struggle to keep up. Michael watches from the side. Impressed. After 2 hours, Amanda calls a break. James, she says. Come here. James appears. He's been watching from the doorway. Are we training? He asks. Different kind today, Amanda says. She sits on the mat. James sits across from her. Michael joins them. Today we talk about why we fight, Amanda says. James nods. When is it okay to hurt someone? Amanda asks. When they're trying to hurt me, James says immediately. Good. But what if they're just mean? Just saying bad things? James thinks. Then, no? Exactly. Words aren't violence. You walk away. What if they push me? You push back. But you don't break bones unless they're really trying to hurt you. James looks down at his hands. Miss Amanda, he says quietly. Have you killed people? The room goes silent. Amanda doesn't look away. Yes, she says. I have. How many? Too many. Are you bad? Amanda's throat tightens. I don't know, she says honestly. I've done bad things for what I thought were good reasons, and I have to live with that every single day. Is that why you're teaching me? Yes, I'm teaching you to protect, not to harm unless there's no other choice. Because once you cross that line, James, you can't go back. Michael watches her. She's giving his son something he never could. Moral clarity. A conscience in a world of violence. That evening, after James went to bed, Amanda and Michael spar in the training room. No weapons. Just hand to hand. They circle each other. Amanda strikes first. Fast jab. Michael blocks. Counters. They move like dancers. Evenly matched. Amanda sweeps his leg. He catches himself, grabs her arm, pulls her close. They freeze, face to face, breathing hard. Michael's hand is on her waist. Amanda's hand is on his chest. Neither moves. You're good, Michael says quietly. So are you. Their faces are inches apart. Michael leans in slightly. Amanda doesn't pull away. Closer, closer. Then, beep, 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 went the security alarm. They jump apart. Michael grabs his phone, checks the alert. His face goes white. What? Amanda asks. Motion sensors. North perimeter. How many? Michael checks the cameras. 12. No 15. Heavily armed. Amanda's already moving, grabbing weapons. They're early. Or right on time. Michael hits the panic button. Alerts the whole team. Get James to the safe room, he says. Amanda nods. Runs upstairs. Michael watches the monitors. The figures are advancing. Slow. Methodical. Professionally. He zooms in on one face. Chen Wei. The Jiang lieutenant from the city library. Michael zooms in on another. Russian. Kozlov tattoo visible on his neck. And in the back. Directing them. Agent Gabriel Webb. Michael's blood runs cold. They're all here, he whispers. Every enemy. Every threat. All at once. Amanda returns. James in her arms. Eyes wide but quiet. Safe room. Now, Michael says. They move. But as they reach the hallway, the power cuts out. Total darkness. Then, they heard a loud crash. Glass breaking downstairs. They're inside. The glass keeps breaking. Downstairs. Upstairs. From every direction. Michael grabs James tighter. Move. Now. They run through the dark hallway. Amanda's in front. Gun raised. Eyes scanning. Behind them, footsteps. Heavy boots. Multiple sets. Left! Amanda shouts. They turn. Sprint toward the panic room. Almost there. Then bang. Gunfire erupts from the stairwell. Michael shoves James behind him. Fires back. 3 shots. Someone screams. Amanda drops low. Returns fire. Takes out 2 men rushing the hallway. Go! 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 She yells. They reach the panic room door. Michael punches in the code. His hands are shaking. 4729. The door opens. He pushes James inside. Dad, stay down. Don't open this for anyone but me. Michael slams the door. Locks it. Now it's just him and Amanda. Back to back in the hallway. Enemies closing in from every side. North wing, Amanda says. 3 contacts. East side, Michael adds. 4 more. They move together. Fluid. Like they've done this 1,000 times. A figure appears. Wearing a tactical gear, CIA patch on his vest. Amanda freezes. John? She whispers. The man stops. Lowers his gun slightly. Mandy, don't make this harder. You're really doing this? Amanda's voice cracks. After everything, orders are orders. 2 more operators appear behind John. Amanda recognizes them too. Her team. Her old friends. She can't pull the trigger. John raises his weapon. Michael doesn't hesitate. He shoots. 3 rounds. Center mass. John drops. The other 2 fire back. Bullets tear through the wall. One catches Michael in the shoulder. He grunts. Stumbles. Amanda sees the blood. Something inside her snaps. She moves like lightning. Closes the distance. Disarms the first operator with one motion. Breaks his arm. He screams. The second one swings at her. She ducks. Drives her elbow into his throat. He goes down choking. More footsteps. Coming fast. Russians this time. 5 of them. Amanda doesn't stop. She's protecting Michael now. And nothing, absolutely nothing is getting past her. Amanda clears the hallway. Bodies everywhere. Russian, Chinese, CIA. She's breathing hard. Blood on her hands. Not all of it hers. Michael's leaning against the wall. Holding his shoulder. Still bleeding. I'm fine, he says. Keep moving. They push forward. Toward the study. The doors open. Someone's waiting inside. Amanda enters first. Gun raised. Agent Webb steps out from behind the desk. Gray hair. Cold eyes. Gun pointed right at her. Hello, Amanda. She stops. Doesn't lower her weapon. Gabriel. This doesn't have to end badly. Webb says. His voice is calm. Too calm. Come with me. Right now. We'll leave the family alone. You're lying. Am I? He tilts his head. You know how this works. Witnesses are liabilities. But if you surrender, I can make them irrelevant. By killing them anyway. Webb sighs. You were the best I ever trained. Don't throw your life away for a crime lord and his kid. Amanda's grip tightens on her gun. That crime lord took a bullet for me, she says. That kid trusts me. When's the last time anyone in the agency bled for you? Gabriel? Webb's jaw tightens. Wrong answer. He fires. Amanda moves. Dodges left. Returns fire. They circle each other. Trading shots. Webb's fast. He's well trained and experienced. But Amanda's faster. She lands a hit. His leg. He stumbles. She closes in, kicks the gun from his hand. They fight hand to hand now. Brutal. Vicious. Amanda's winning. She's got him on the ground. Gun to his head. Her fingers on the trigger. Then, Miss Amanda, James was screaming. From the panic room, Amanda's heart stops. Someone breached it. She looks at Webb. Then toward the hallway. She has seconds to choose. Kill Webb. Or save James. She shoots Webb's on the shoulder. Non-lethal shot. He screams. Falls. Amanda runs down the hall in full sprint. The panic room door is open. James is inside. Backed against the wall. A Jiang soldier is advancing. Knife raised. James has his hands up. Defensive stance. Just like she taught him. The soldier lunges. James twists. Dodges. Kicks the man's knee. The soldier stumbles. But he's too big. Too strong. He grabs James by the throat. Amanda fires twice. The soldier drops. James collapses. Amanda runs to him. Drops to her knees. Pulls him into her arms. I was so scared. James sobs into her shoulder. I know, baby. I know. I did what you taught me. I tried. You did so good. So good. You survived. She holds him tight. But over his shoulder, she sees something. Red dots. Laser sights. 3 of them. All pointed at James's back. Amanda spins. Shields James with her body. The red dots move. Now on her chest instead. She closes her eyes. Waits for the shots. They never come. Stand down. Michael's voice. Amanda opens her eyes. Michael's standing in the doorway. Wounded. Bleeding. But alive. His entire security team is behind him. Guns raised. The 3 snipers lower their weapons slowly. They're Michael's men. Not enemies. Amanda exhales. Her whole body shaking. The fight is over. That's part of described with office. Dawn came. Bodies were being carried out. Blood being cleaned. Michael's in the medical room. A doctor, stitching his shoulder. You'll live. The doctor says. Good, Michael replies. James is asleep upstairs. Finally safe. Finally quiet. Amanda's in her room. Packing. 1 bag. Essentials only. She's done this 100 times before. Michael appears in the doorway. Where will you go? He asks. Amanda doesn't look up. Doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. I always do. Or you could stay. She stops. Looks at him. I brought hell to your door, Michael. You also saved my son's life. Twice. He steps closer. You taught him to protect himself. You gave him something I couldn't hope. Amanda's throat tightens. I distributed the intel, Michael continues. Everything on that USB drive. I sent it to journalists worldwide. Major outlets. It's protected by encryption. Her eyes go wide. You what? It's insurance. Killing you now serves no purpose. You're worthless to the CIA. Michael, you're free, Amanda, he interrupted. But freedom doesn't mean you have to be alone. Tears fill her eyes. I'm a killer, she whispers. I've done terrible things. So have I. Michael's voice is soft. Maybe that's why we understand each other. They heard footsteps. Small ones. It was James. He appeared in the doorway, rubbing his eyes. He sees Amanda's bag. His face crumbles. Please don't go, Miss Amanda, he says. He runs to her, wraps his arms around her waist. Amanda looks down at him, then at Michael, her found family, the only people who've ever really seen her. She drops the bag. Okay, she says quietly. I'll stay. 3 weeks later. At the garden, afternoon sun, warm breeze. James is practicing his forms. Slow, controlled, and focused. Amanda's beside him, correcting his stance. Michael's watching them and smiling. Good, James, Amanda says. Remember, power without control is dangerous. I know, James replies. You taught me. Michael steps forward and joins them. Let's try the next move, he says. They trained together, a family forged in fire. Michael had set up new security measures, reinforced the walls, and added more guards. The compound is a fortress now, but in the distance, barely visible, there was a black car, parked across the street. Russian plates. Watching, waiting. And that is where we leave them. A family forged in fire, standing strong together. But as we saw, the enemy is always watching. I have a question for you guys today. Do you think Michael made the right choice letting Amanda stay, knowing she brings a war to his doorstep? Or should he have sent her away to keep James safe? It's a huge risk. Let me know what you would have done in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please hit the like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the next story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, I want to know who is watching. Drop your country's flag or tell me where you are watching from right now.